I was the third of four brothers. They always saw if there was anything on TV, like the Christian or Catholic, and at the movies, that I would be the one that would be wanting to watch that. So I used to be called the Holy One of the family. When I first started going to Waverley College, I think that was grade 3. I was about 9 years old, and I'd ran into my first Christian brother, who is my teacher, and he was such a caring fellow for us young fellas that I thought, when I grow up, gee, I want to be like you. Well, as a young man, I had a feeling of a religious vocation. I had a couple of religious encounters with different orders, and they didn't really come to fruition for very long. It was, and then it was after that time that I suppose I was a little bit disappointed, a bit lost, and but when I went home, I found my family very supportive, very loving, and encouraging to me to settle down, get a job, and find my life. I never really felt as though priesthood wasn't for me. It was as if something was there. I knew God wanted me somewhere. I just didn't really know where. And I was thinking to myself, well, what do you really want to do? And I had to make this decision. You know, I had a very good idea where I stood in life. I'd been there, had the material things. Nothing really satisfied me. I'd been overseas. I'd seen a bit of the world. I'd mixed with all different types of people. And I felt 25 was a good time to make a decision, a life decision. And it was either this or the job. And I wanted more than just the job. I wanted, I knew if I wouldn't be happy until I took this step. I wanted to see families progress through life, to baptise their children, and then perhaps even to celebrate at their wedding, and then from that celebration also to baptise their children in the future. So I wanted to see a progression of life. You know? That was the sort of priesthood I was called to. I remember a wise priest telling me a long time ago, he said, celibacy is the jewel of the priesthood. It's the one thing that you can give to God that is yours. And that in itself is a huge thing. But I think with people, you know, it's giving your life totally and completely, utterly. That's the priesthood. Thinking of the other than oneself. Does it hurt to be a celibate priest? Sometimes it does. But it's in those times that I think God's really carrying me. The gift that you receive in being a priest is really, you're loved by the people. You're loved by God. And there's nothing more that you could want. Nothing. You have everything. And you find that in adoration. It's just you and Him. And that in itself is something beautiful. I'm 29 years a priest, and I wouldn't want to do anything else.